Hello people, Greg the Wild Hippie back again. Got another project on the bench, the 1/72 scale Buccaneer from Airfix. Yeah, got this one the other day. I saw another YouTuber building this kit and I thought, yeah, I want to have a go at this one. So let's have a look, see what we get in the box. Pop that up there, out of the way. Right, so you get a nice big poster. Size painting instructions, which is nice. Probably put that up on the wall at some point once I'm finished. Two different aircraft which are, from what I can tell, fundamentally the same, just different different tail art and different badges underneath the cockpit. I need a bigger bench. Right, and then you've got this one that shows you all the placement of the stencils. All your warning badges and everything. There's, typical with the larger aircraft, hundreds of decals. Yeah, nice ones for the interior of the cockpit there. And all the different stencils and your roundels and all the rest of it. Right, bear with me a second, I'm getting there. And we've got a nice, with Airfix, you've got nice big instruction booklet and some information about the aircraft itself, some of the history, and there's the specifications, and then yeah, the usual step by step. Yeah, nice and clear. So we've got, wow, quite a lot going on this one. There's 72 stages on this. Oh no, sorry, 84 even. Blimmin' heck. Well, I'm not doing the wings folded version. Mine's got the wings straight out. So let's have a look at the parts. Yeah, this is your bombs and your fuel tanks. Very, very nice moulding on here. Some nice detailing on like those. Which, I believe that will be the Bombay door. Some nice detailing on that, and yeah, sort of your missile pods and that. So let's have a look at this bit. Yeah, there's your pilots. Is it going to focus? Almost. Yeah. Oh, it looks like getting a lot of parts for this. Yeah, there's the inside of the air brake. There's your engines, your nose. Yeah. More bits of the engines. Oh, it's looking like a good kit. And then there's your main parts of the body. I mean, I've never built a kit which is like this. I'm used to building the fuselage in two halves and then sticking the wings on, but the wings are already stuck on this, and it's split in half the other way, which is different. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So yeah, instead of being left side, right side, it's top and bottom, which is pretty cool. And then I'm not going to get it out of the packet because I'm just going to leave it in there until I need it, save it from getting scratched. But there's all your clear parts, your canopy, and I'm not sure what the other bits are. We'll find out as we go along. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to make a start on it now. So I'm going to paint a load of parts, and then I'll bring you back as I start the build. See you in a minute. Right, there we go. Yeah, so I've made a good headway on this. So I've done the finished the cockpit. I don't think you can see it very well because this thing's refusing to focus. Yeah, so the instructions say that it needs 15 grams of weight in the front size. It will sit on its wheels properly, and the only sensible way I could think of to do that was pack out the empty space underneath the cockpit and in the nose with blue tack. There's a bit more than 15 grams in there, I think. Hopefully there is 15 grams in there, otherwise it's going to be a waste of effort. But yeah, as you see that bit underneath where the pilot seats are, it's the same on the other side, inside there. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that before I glue the whole thing together. And yeah, I'll see you when I've done the next stage. Speak to you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, so I've got the nose together with the cockpit and everything. That's absolutely, whoops, that's it, drop it, break it. Yeah, absolutely rammed with blue tack, so it's got quite some weight to it now. Yeah, it went together all right. Yeah, it took me a while to clean up the seam lines, but I think they're all right now. We'll find out when I start painting later on. So yeah, I've got the main body of the fuselage together. Fit quite nicely. All the internal components went in nicely as well. That was quite cool. Yeah, hardly any seam line on the front, which was pretty cool. Only took a little bit of sanding, nice fit. But on the back there was quite a crater where they joined. Normally, if I wasn't adapting the kit, then it wouldn't matter. But I've decided, well, figured out how to make it with the main part of the wing having its flaps down. So the little bit that goes in there is also a flap, so that needs to be down as well. So I've had to fill them in. But yeah, there's the wing tops, and you can see you've got the flap there. So what I did is I scored with my knife on the top and bottom, so I can now push it down to that angle. And when that gets glued into place, that'll look pretty good. I mean, it's not the neatest job in the world, but I think clean that up a bit and a bit of paint over it, and you won't really see it. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever been brave enough to attempt anything like that. So yeah, coming along nicely. So yeah, I'll let you know when I get the next bit done. See you in a bit. Okay, I managed to get the wing tops on, and with the flaps down just the way I wanted. It's come out really well. I think that looks really cool. Yeah, and then there's the tail assembly. So yeah, and then yeah, the exhausts for the jet engines. There's two of them, obviously. So, yeah, so there we go. That's all the little sub assemblies, and the next stage is to stick all them together. I'll bring you back once I've done that. There you go. That's all those little sub assemblies together. It's looking pretty cool. It's starting to look like a Buccaneer now. Yeah, very happy with it. I'm just a little bit disappointed as to how quickly this kit is literally falling together. Don't want to jinx it or anything, but this is definitely the best Airfix kit I've picked up in a while. Yeah, very good. Yeah, so yeah, so I've just done stage 37. Next is to put on the air intake covers and the tailplane, and so on. So yeah, I'm going to leave that for tonight, I think, and do a bit more probably in a couple of days now. But yeah, I'll let you know. I'll bring you back when I've done a bit more. See you later. Okay, right, as you can see, I've done quite a bit since I last made a video. So yeah, the air intakes are on, the external fuel tanks and the rocket pods are on. Yeah, the tailplane's all built up, including the air brake. Quite happy with the air brake. I decided, because I looked at some stock photos, and all those circular indents were actually holes, and yeah, so I thought, right, I've got a pin vise with all the different sizes, so I thought I'd drill them out. It looks pretty good. So yeah, as you can see, I'm actually halfway through the second coat of the gold grey or whatever it is main paint. Yeah, forgive me, I've got my paintbrush in my mouth at the minute. Not very professional, I know, but yeah, so I'm about halfway through doing the second coat. Yeah, I use hairy sticks. I don't have an airbrush. Maybe one day I'll invest in one, but yeah, I'm quite happy with it so far. Yeah, I'll update you in a bit once I finish this stage of the painting. Alright, there we go. It's the top side painted with the second coat. It's going to need a third one. It's not amazing. I do use Humbrol because like I'm on a budget, and recently the quality of the tins has been getting really bad. Yeah, they come out really thin and watery. And you can't really get a good coat with them. So my trick is to leave the lid off for a couple of days on the shelf until it thickens up. But yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah, I'll do the best I can with it. Hopefully it will come out alright. I mean, it's starting to get there. Yeah, I'll do a third coat, but do the brush strokes in the opposite direction, and hopefully that'll even it out a little bit. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll do the underside again, let that dry, and then do the third coat on the top half, and then be ready for the next stage, I suppose. But yeah, it's coming along. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed this kit so far. But yeah, right, I'll see you when I do the next bit. Alright, so yeah, everything's all painted now. It's not amazing, but it's okay. It's all painted and ready for the first layer of lacquer. So I can start putting the decals on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that for 2 to 3 days before I spray the lacquer on it, because of the issues I've had lately with the lacquer just eating into the paint, and I really don't want that to happen on this model. So yeah, so what I've done, I don't know if you watched my last video about the Panzer Kampfwagen. It came with the 4 little soldiers. Let's pick one at random. So yeah, I've decided to come back to these. When you saw them in that, they didn't have their arms on, or anything like that. But yeah, they're all painted up now, and he's had his first coat of varnish. So I'm going to put some wash on these, bring out the details, and then yeah, then these will be done, and they'll get hidden around the house. So yeah, whoops, that's it. Throw him down. Go, stand up. Right. So let's have a look at this one. Yeah, this one's carrying the machine gun with a box full of ammo. He's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how these are coming out so far. And yeah, I left these for a good week, 2 weeks before I put the lacquer on them, and there's only been adverse effect on one of them, which is this one. You can't really. You can see the sides of his helmet where the paint's cracked a bit, but I'm sure with a bit of weathering on that'll just look like a bit of battle damage. But yeah, yeah, so that's about it for now. So I might show you some more on the soldiers in a little while. If not, I'll bring you back once I do some more on the Buccaneer. See you in a bit. Okay, so yeah, I've neatened up the air intakes. Can't really see too clearly with this light, but yeah, also my little soldiers. Yeah, they've had a wash, and I put some grass on their bases so they look a bit better. And also I decided the 2 Vietnam War American troops that I had kicking around, they'd get a wash as well. Quite happy with how they've come out. There's the others. I had 2 of them, which came with the Bulldog tank, as I said earlier. Yeah, quite happy with how they've come out. And then I'll show you a couple of the German ones, the Germans. Yeah, quite. I'm really impressed with how these ones have come out. Yeah, I'll show you him. Oh, I've just knocked the shovel off of his back. Whoops. Never mind. I'll glue it back on in a minute. yeah, I'm quite happy with them. I'm not amazing at figure painting, but it's amazing what just a splash of black wash will do to pick out detail and sort of tone down colours. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with these. These will now get put around the flat randomly on little shelves or in plant pots and stuff. So yeah, cool. Next stage with the Buccaneer is to give it a couple of days for the paint to properly harden, and then I will spray some lacquer on it so I can do the decals. Hopefully it won't eat the paint like it has done on a couple of recent models, but yeah, we'll see on that, and I'll let you know how that goes. See you in a bit. Just for the interest, I've dry fitted the undercarriage just to see how well it sits, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you that. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the paint to harden up fully before I put the first coat of lacquer on it. But yeah, there you go. Right, okay, so managed to get a layer of the lacquer on without it attacking my paintwork. I'm sorry for the light at the minute, this phone's being an arse. But yeah, so I got the first decals on. I'm not particularly happy here. Yeah, my decal fix stuff doesn't seem to be helping it sink into the panel lines again, which is really frustrating. So I'm going to let them set for a little while and then try and push them in with the end of a cocktail stick. Yeah, so that's that, and I've got the decals on. Why are you being horrible? I'm having real trouble with this phone at the minute. I can't see anything, but yeah, I've got the little decals on the external fuel tanks and on the rocket launchers. I hate tiny decals because you just get them on, and then they'll decide they don't want to stick on there and they want to stick to your finger or to whatever implement you're using to put the next one on. But it's all fun and games, isn't it? So yeah, that's the progress so far. I'll update you again in a little while. Right, so got slightly better lighting this time. As you can see, I've done all the decals on the other side. I mean, they're not perfect, but they are fiddly little swines. I've never liked doing decals. So they're mainly all right. There's a couple that aren't quite straight, but I'm not gonna muck about and try and get them to sit straight. And another annoying thing is before I started painting it, I'd stuck the rocket pods and the external fuel tanks on before I realised that the one of the main decals goes underneath them. And what's really annoying is when I took them off, one of the pins snapped off, and I've just noticed that this external fuel tank hasn't gone back on straight, which is it's not massively noticeable really, as you can see, but it's enough to annoy me. But I'm not going to try and pull it off and re-stick it because I'll probably end up trashing the decals. But yeah, that is it for tonight. I've had enough. I will leave it at that, and yeah, probably do some more tomorrow after college. So what I'm going to do once that's had 24 hours dry, I'm going to give it another coat of lacquer, so hopefully I don't lose any of the tiny decals. But anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Right, as you saw earlier, I've got the decals done on the underside. I've now put on the undercarriage, so she now stands on her own 3 feet. Excuse the music in the background, the wife's playing the game. But there you go, so almost there now. It's good to see her standing up. I'm going to leave it again for the night because there's no point cracking on. Tomorrow after college I'll do a bit more, probably get the pilots in tomorrow, and some more of the decals on. So yeah, I'll speak to you then. Okay, right, I'm trying to light it as best as I can. Yeah, the lighting here is not good for filming. Let me try that. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Cool. So yeah, I've done all of the decals now. Bear with me, I'm just going to pick her up. I put the refueling pod on its nose to that iconic look. Really completes the plane now. Yeah, so yeah, I did all the decals last night. I haven't looked at it this morning, but they all seem to be pretty much on there. Okay, there was a few I couldn't get to sit straight, as always. I don't know whether or not it's going to pick over the little white dots either side of the top of the fuselage. Smallest and most horrible decals I've ever worked with, and there's a few of them aren't quite in the right place, or even aren't even straight. But I was tearing my hair out doing them. Yeah, that was not fun. But yeah, but they do finish it quite nicely. Yeah. So yeah, next stage. Yeah, put the pilots in. Don't know how well you can see them. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's quite right. I don't know what I mentioned before. The pilot seats didn't seem to sit quite in line. That was just the way the kit went together. I don't know whether or not that's right or wrong. Hopefully the canopy will go on. I've sort of done a bit of a dry fit on the canopy. I won't show you because I haven't got enough hands. But the main part of the canopy will need to be doctored. It is too long. Roughly guessing where the front bit of the canopy is going to sit, and then where that's going to sit. Yeah, I'm going to have to shave down the back of it quite a bit to get it in there. But that's typical Airfix. There have been a few minor fit issues on this kit, but on the whole it's been pretty good. It's been a lot better than the last few Airfix kits I've done, so yeah, I'm quite happy. So I'm about to take a stroll into Morpeth Down at the minute, and get another tin of the lacquer, because that tin's just about empty now. It's coming out intermittently. And I also need a tin of paint to do one final little bit of painting on here. I've got to do the edge of the canopy, and then there's a little square on the underside which needs to be that particular colour, which I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, I'm going to go and do those, and yeah, I will speak to you once I've done them little jobs. See you in a bit. Right, so the new lacquer works really well. You have to forgive the lighting, it's dark here now, and so I'm using my little torch thing. But yeah, so it's been lacquered. Everything's looking good. So now it's give it a wash, make it look dirty, make all the detailing of the panel lines stand out. And I'll show you once I've done that. Cool, see you in a bit. It's had a wash. It looks pretty terrible at the minute, but as you modelers out there will know, let it dry, and then you take the excess off with a cotton bud and some thinners. So yeah, I'm going to leave it to dry overnight, and then I'll come back to that tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll see you once I've done that, and then it will be time to put the cockpit canopy on, and yeah, it'll be finished. The thing is, when I was doing the underside, I had it balanced on a tin of paint, and it fell off, snapping the refueler pod clean off, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. I'll glue it back on tomorrow once I've cleaned all this off and it's ready for that. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay, so the excess wash has been cleaned off the underside. Hang on, I just cannot get the lighting right on this, bear with me. That's a bit better. Yeah, turn the big light off. So yeah, see that some of the details are nicely popping now. So yeah, yeah, clutch here, managed to knock 4 bits off now. But oh well. I'm going to leave that to dry for an hour or so, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the top side. See how many more bits I can knock off. and then once that's done, put them bits back on and sort out the clear parts. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay. All the broken bits stuck back on. Whoa, I nearly dropped the camera. Yeah, got the front half of the canopy in place. I had some real fit issues with that. It just didn't want to sit straight, and it's still not quite right, but it'll do. If I shaved any more off of that, then it's liable to crack. So that was disappointing. I need to touch up the paint on that, which I'll probably do before I go to bed. And then it's the main part of the canopy, which I know for a fine fact is not going to fit properly. So that's going to take some quite hefty doctoring to get that to slide into place. But that's a job for tomorrow. Yeah, I've got all the bits back on, the nose refueler and everything. I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, so I'm going to call it a night now, and I'll get that canopy on there possibly at some point tomorrow. But yeah, I'll speak to you then. Right, okay, that's a little bit better. The light is just terrible. I do apologise. But yeah, I said the main part of the canopy was going to need some doctoring. Yeah. You see how much too long it is. So the most of the grey bit at the back I'm going to have to slowly cut off and reshape. That's really bad. I'm very disappointed in that. I'll just let's have a quick look at the box art. So yeah, so it's, as you'd imagine, being an aircraft, if there was a big step there, then it wouldn't fly. So yeah, poor show. That's really bad, Airfix. You've had enough years of doing this now. You should you should know better than that to make a massive mistake like that. Very, very disappointing after, the rest of the kit, apart from a couple of little bits, fitting together absolutely beautifully. But yeah, so yeah, I better get shaving. I'll see you in a bit once I've taken that bit off. Fudge. I don't know whether or not you can see that, but in trying to snip the back of the canopy off, I've bloody split the bloody thing. Look at that. Friggin' nightmare. I'm just going to carry on with it and maybe try and find another one at a later date. But yeah, that's a real nightmare. Okay, so I've got it almost the right shape. But as you can see, it sits too high. The whole thing is completely the wrong shape. So yeah, so I'm going to have to, it fits alright at the front end, so I'm going to have to sand down the back. What an awful piece. Not happy with this at all. About half an hour later, and it finally just about fits. I've had to shave and sand all of the outside bit off where it was painted in the grey colour. A whole lot's had to go. It still doesn't sit perfectly, but it's good enough for me. So yeah, I'm going to glue that on, and then I'll show you the final product. Hopefully it's not raining. I'll take it outside so we can get it in the best light. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. There's a shame about the serious fit issue with the canopy, but all things considered, especially as I put a great big crack in it, yeah, which you can only really see at certain angles, so it will do for now. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, it's not my best work, but it's up there. It's one of my best. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a good old thumbs up, and consider subscribing, and leave me a comment if you wish, and I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.